Another day, another bombshell in the life of Harry and Meghan, and this time it's one that's truly set to explode, but not just for the both of them. More importantly, more literally, for Meghan Markle herself. The former cable TV actress has for now been able to keep a lid on this particular side of her story. But now, for how long? As ever, let me explain. Hi, good morning. Nice to see you. Hope you're well. How are you? Yes. Thank you so much for joining me today. And as ever, thank you for supporting the channel. Truly, truly grateful. And I'm glad that you enjoy so many of the stories that I'm putting together for you. I mean, sometimes it's such a pleasure, to uncover a story and think, oh, I really want to share that with you. And I'm glad you enjoyed the one about the Café de Paris and Marlene Dietrich, Noel Coward. It's the thing, isn't it, when you go past a door and you think, wow, look what went on in there, and then you kind of uncover that wonderful history. And of course, we wish that new venture all the very success, but you can't help wondering that the glamour has truly gone out of that side of the business right now. Back as ever, though, to your breaking royal story of the day. Now, this really is going to be incredibly explosive because, as we're now seeing, the love story of Harry and Meghan is truly, well and truly, unfolding. She's definitely separating away from him. She definitely wants to do things independently. We've always known that, she struck out that deal really the minute she joined the British monarchy for that old brief period to get worldwide fame, recognition, and of course riches. But now, according to a very good source, Meghan is pushing it even further. And, well, Prince Harry now wants something in return. Now, it's something, of course, that he should have done many, many years ago. In fact, about 6 years ago, but he didn't take up the opportunity. You see, Harry, according to a very good source, and as ever, we have to say allegedly, has always found it very strange that Meghan never really wanted him to meet any of her family. Indeed, her father, who allegedly she was so close to ahead of the wedding. Now, of course, Prince Harry is very keen to connect to Thomas Markle, and this is because he feels that this would make me, ease the brand pressures, as it were. Not necessarily about that, but he does, in his deepest heart, feel very sorry for him. He was brought up the correct way. He knows what's right and what's wrong. Meghan is resisting this, as one can imagine, but Harry wants to push ahead, and this has created absolutely volcanic eruptions because so far for now, Meghan has been able to keep a lid on that side of her personal life. Now, I'm not suggesting for one moment that Thomas Markle is ready to lift the lid and tell some unsavory tales. I think we know most of them, all thanks to the endless interviews that he's done. I think it would be interesting, don't you, for Prince Harry to finally meet the man whose daughter he married and to get a different perspective on each side of their lives. Because so far, of course, while we know Prince Harry's, irks and upsettingness and all that sort of stuff, we don't know very much about Meghan Markle's life from her direct. We only know, of course, what Prince Harry, was told by her. Do you remember that infamous quip when he sat down on the BBC radio programme the Today, and apparently, finally, she'd found the family that she'd always been looking for? So you can understand the narrative that's being painted. For now, if Harry can tear himself away from that solo hotel venue that he's staying in, I think it would make perfect sense if he was to reach out independently to Thomas Markle and maybe set up a one-to-one meeting. This, of course, could clear up a lot of mishaps, mistruths, and more importantly, if possible, put their marriage back on track in a more solid unit, a fair base. And that, according to a very good source, is what one friend who's remaining has suggested. Will Harry now have the courage to undertake this? It's a developing story, and when I know more, you'll know more. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.